Good evening, everyone. This is Robert, RJL 518, welcoming you to a special presentation on the network of RJL 518. Welcome to our third, believe it or not, our third Inside Pitch next season selection show. I'm your host, Robert, RJL 518, and today is always special when I do this because that means every time I do one of these shows, a season selection show, this means that I am about to complete another season project. So 1976 is about to come to an end. The 76 World Series is all set and ready to go. It will be the Oakland Athletics taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. That will be our 76 World Series. Game 1 will be Monday night at Veterans Stadium. It will be Vita Blue for the Athletics and Steve Carlton for the Phillies, as we are all set and getting ready to go as we approach the World Series one more time. I do want to thank everybody for the subscribers to the channel. Thank you all for joining me for the 76 season. It was a blast. A couple of surprises, a lot of surprises. The Mets actually did pretty well, but just couldn't get past Greg Luzinski. The Boston Red Sox knocked out the Yankees in a division series, but just couldn't get past the A's. The Oakland Athletics, I guess, are a bit of a surprise to make the World Series. Not surprised the Phillies did, though. The Phillies had a heck of a team. They did have 101 wins in 76. So what will happen in the 76 World Series between the Athletics and the Phillies? Well, you're going to have to wait 48 hours for Game 1. It will be Monday night as the schedule is set. And the starting pitchers are reset, so it'll be the ones versus the 1s, 2, 3, 4s, 1, 2, and then if there is a Game 7, the ones will start again, but there will be a fatigue drop in the pitchers for pitching on 2 or 3 days rest, depending on how it goes. And of course, if there's a Game 7, everybody's available. All rules are pretty much called off. Except for the pinch hitters for hitting 8th, that kind of thing. So let's see who's joining me in the chat tonight. Brandon Baker, Steeler fan, Bob's Tabletop Sports Time Machine, BB Woodman 564. It's all good to see you guys tonight for our special presentation of the Inside Pitch next season selection show. I know you guys look forward to this every time to see which seasons will be chosen. Keith White now joins us. So we're hoping that we have a very good show tonight. These shows usually last about maybe an hour, depending how the dice roll. Brian Patterson joins us. So, as you can, we'll see what it is. Dr. Pepper joins us here as well. Let's go ahead and throw everything after 1990 out. Okay, for those of you who have never been to a season selection show, these are how the rules work. I have divided the Inside Pitch inventory into 4 eras. The last time I divided it into 5, and I thought 5 seasons a little bit too many to choose from. I think 4 is better. These seasons have been divided into 4 eras. You have the Legends era, which will be from 1956 to 1969. You have the Classic era, which has the most seasons, of course, 1970 to 1989. You have the Modern era, which has the least amount of seasons, but will be there, 1992 up to 2009. And you have the Contemporary era, which is 2010 to right now, 2020. So there are 4 eras here in the Inside Pitch inventory. As of now, as you see me doing them, we are removing 1985. 1985 is going away. He did not have 1994, unfortunately. And, of course, 1985, and, of course, 1976 is removed, as these pitchers, all right, will not be, of course. These seasons have been played and are automatically eliminated. So they are gone. So that remains these four packs of seasons to be available. At the end, you can always go back 9 years. Well, we'll see. At the end of the video, there will be 4 seasons for you to choose from. You will go ahead and make your vote, choose one season per person, and place it in the comments. If the 2000s get picked, you have to carry 10 relievers. Remember, it's all done as played lineups there. All right. You get to have one vote per person. Choose your favorite season. I also post this video in the Universal Tabletop Baseball Facebook group as well. You can also go ahead and place comments there as well. It is possible that you could place 2 votes for that season if you do it that way. Whatever. At the end of the 1976 World Series, I will do a season review show where we'll go ahead, we'll look at the 76 season, we'll look at we'll choose our game of the year, we'll look over all the games that were played, regular season and playoffs. And then at the end of that review show, the next season will be revealed for me to do. And of course, that's when we do our 10-minute ticker. Now, some of you were wondering, I was telling you I was going to do a format change. It's really not a big change. We're going to get through regular seasons through a little faster. Starting with this next season, instead of playing 1 game per 2 days of baseball, we're going to do 1 game per 3 days of baseball, which means that there will be 1 baseball game and 3 days of 10-minute ticker. So pretty much it's going to be 10 games per month of that regular season baseball. So instead of 1 per 2, it'll now be 1 per 3. We'll get through the regular season a little faster, okay? And we bypass in a way some of the grind. All right, we bypass some of the grind. So there'll be pretty much 10 games per month of baseball in April. We have our pennant race. Up until the last 2 weeks of September, we play a game every other day. So that's when we go to 1 game per 2 days of baseball. And then, of course, the last 2 weeks of the regular season, it's 1 game per day of baseball, just like we did this year. That makes the playoff push more interesting, and of course, you get the bigger, more important games. So pretty much, instead of a regular season lasting 4 months of real time, it should last 3 months of real time. Then, of course, we have our playoffs, and of course, another selection show, and whatever we got to do after that. So, yeah, I know 1994 first place strike, exactly, but unfortunately, Inside Pitch doesn't have the 1994 season. I'll be honest, if he had 1994, I would put that back in there, and we would use it and play a full Inside Pitch schedule with, of course, 10-minute ticker from FastScore Baseball. So that is how the new format will be. So it'll be 1 game per 3 days from April through August, 1 game per 2 days, early September, and then last two weeks of September, 1 game per 1 day. That's how it's going to change. Instead of 1 game per 2 throughout the season, we'll get through the regular season a little quicker, and we won't have to worry about such a grind. I will tell you, of course, that after this World Series is over in 76, this next season will not start until October 4th. I'm going to take a month break from baseball. So we're going to take a month. I'm going to take a month off season, shall you say, after the World Series is over. I will stream other stuff. We're doing Arkham Horror, which we're going to have tonight, later tonight, some Arkham Horror. We're also going to have some other stuff that came in. May do a little bit of second season. May do some golf. We'll see what I decide to do. But from the inside pitch, I will take a month off. So the next season will not start until October 4, which is pretty much when the real life MLB playoffs will pretty much be starting. So when the real life MLB playoff starts, we will have opening day of the next season. So that gives me some time to rest my voice and, give me about a month break. And then we'll get right back to it for October, November, and December. So that's how this is going to go. So those are the rules for this. And you guys are the people that decide which season will be next. Daniel Patani joins us here as well. And who else has joined us here? Dr. Pepper. Everybody's over here. Good. So first thing we got to do is we have to shuffle the seasons. So we go ahead and we flip. And of course, these cards are not easy to shuffle. So what we do here is we separate. And the seasons constantly get shuffled throughout every time a season is picked. So here we know is the contemporary era. There's only a few seasons from this era, so this era will be chosen pretty quickly. I wanted to give a choice from each era of baseball that Inside Pitch does. So you guys can make a choice, from a classic standpoint or the 90s or the 80s, whatever. Okay? Of course, the 70s and 80s is the most he has right now. So, of course, there's always more seasons from there. And Chris is going ahead and putting in more seasons as we speak. He is working on some more. I know he does. He hasn't told me which are next in his schedule. He's not told me anything. He doesn't have to tell me anything. I mean, that's fine. This is his game. I just play it. Four-man bench of 2000s gets picked most days, right? Remember, it's all as played. So I utilize Baseball Reference to give me the lineups, and baseball and Action PC Baseball gives me the players that are right now available for that team on that certain day. If you guys really want to know the funny thing, as I tell you, I use Action PC Baseball to help me with the rosters throughout the season. I also have Action PC Baseball play the playoffs, but not from my standpoint, but what came through on its simulation. The funny thing is, in Action's PC simulation, the Oakland Athletics also made the World Series in Action's PC simulation. Okay. The Cincinnati Reds, however, beat the Philadelphia Phillies 4-3 in their NLCS. So, let us begin our season selection show. I have 6 different styles of dice here, which makes it easier to roll and such. So, let's get started. So, we have legends. We have yeah, I know, it's a bit too matrixy. Yes, I know. I know. And I found out that, like I said, I was wrong about that, of course. And I still love Payoff Pitch. Joe Bryan has changed some rules to Payoff Pitch, and I may even play a couple of Payoff Pitch games. So who knows what's going to be happening. Double D joined us in time. So legends, classic, modern, contemporary. Let's see where our first deck is. We roll a D4, decide which is first. And that comes up a 4. So we know the first one is from the contemporary. So then I go ahead and then we lay these out. So we have, let's see here. We have 11 seasons here. We have 11 seasons. So in this case, we're going to roll a D12. This season is eliminated. And that is number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the first season to be eliminated in our selection show is 2019, which a lot of people really like playing this season, 2019. A lot of people like this year. I see it played a lot. A lot of people say this was the last season of real baseball before 2020 and 2021. So 2019 is out. Then we just go ahead and reshuffle here, and we put them back. Next up is also from the same season. As Steeler fan says, rigged. So again, the same season is chosen again. And now we got 10 seasons. So now we roll a D10, which I do have here somewhere. I thought I did. Of course, I will use, where's a D10? D10. What color that we don't have? We got yellow. We got pink. So now we roll a D10 to decide which season is out. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Next season eliminated is 2018. So no Boston Red Sox for you guys. No 2018 Red Sox. So that takes care of them. Next roll. Let's see what we got here. That is a 3. So that comes from the modern era. And we have 7 seasons. So we'll use a D8. And that is a 2. And the first modern season to be eliminated is 2007. All right. So there goes 2007. They are out. And let's see what's next. A 2 from the classics. This has the most seasons, of course, of them all. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 seasons from the 70s and the 80s. We use a D20. And it is a 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And eliminated from the classics. Say goodbye to 1973. Well, there goes my Mets in 73. And a heck of a athletics team that year, too. Let's see. All right. So next season, number 4 again from the contemporary. I always feel, me personally, BB, I know you're asking that question to Steeler fan, but I always felt the Astros need to be in the National League. They are not an American League team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we have 9 there. So 9, number 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the next season to be released is 2016. So there go your Cubs. There go the Chicago Cubs. They are out. No Chicago Cubs, no 2016 Cleveland Indians. So I know Tribe fan is not going to like that. Got a better idea here. So we're going to, let's see here. We know we can roll, let's see, how many seasons are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So here's what we're going to do instead of make it faster. Roll the D4, and then we'll roll the D20. We're now down to 8 seasons, so the D8, the D12, and at the moment, a D6. Now, so the D10 here will not be used. The D4 tells us which season. And it's going to be number 4, and it will be, you know what? That was confusing. Never mind. It's going to be again from the contemporary. So let's see what we got here. As you see, the cards are constantly being shuffled. So I have no idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 1. From the contemporaries, say goodbye to 2017. Well, there goes Steeler fans, Astros. There go the Cheatstros. They are out. 2017 is gone. And I know Steeler fan is going to be a little disappointed about that. 2017 was actually a choice from the last selection show. Next up, again from the contemporary. Well, so far the D4 is staying with the contemporaries. Not a problem. That's how it goes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seasons left in here. Number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next season eliminated is 2012. 2012 is gone. 2012 is gone. So that takes care of 2012. Next season, from this time, this guys, and I know there's 16 of these guys left. From the classic era, we have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. D20. That is a 12, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Gone from the classic era is 1972 is gone. So I'm sorry to say there goes 1972 with those Pirates and a decent Mets club and a pretty good Orioles team as well. Yeah, it's an odd-looking die, isn't it? As BBBB says, rigged. Next one from the modern year, the modern era. We have 3 seasons left. Oh, sorry, we have 6 seasons left, so we roll a D6. And that is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the season to be removed in the era is 1998 is gone. So there goes, 1998, there goes Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa's home run race. Oh, it would have been fun to probably do some of those games with Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa from 98. There goes that race. Next one up. We get our first elimination from the Legends era. So we get our first elimination from the legendary era. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. D12. It is a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Being eliminated from the legendary era is 1958. 1958, a young, if I'm correct, a young Sandy Koufax, the young Bob Gibson, Roberto Clemente. Not a bad year at all. Next season up to be eliminated is number 3, coming from the modern day. There's only 5 seasons left here. Rolling a D6. That is a 3. Being eliminated from the modern season is 1992 is gone. 1992 is out of there. The last year before expansion of the Marlins and the Rockies. Next up, number 2, now taking away from the classics. And I know you guys like this, you just like to chat and everything about it too, and that's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Still rolling a D20. That is a 3. 1, 2, 3. And coming out from the classic season. Goodbye to 1971. Oh, 1971. Tom Seaver, another Cy Young year for Tom Seaver is gone. Not a terrible Mets team. Not great, though, but not a terrible Mets team for 1971. That season is now gone. Remember, guys, when you make a vote, I do not care which season gets voted. If 75 comes up and you vote for it and we just did 76, fine. 77, fine. Don't care. You guys will decide. Remember, the most votes, and please, of course, respect everybody's vote in the chat. I know we want to go through everything, Everybody respect. Nothing but respect, please, at my chat. And, of course, in the comments. Be nice to everyone. This world right now is going through too much crap for everybody to be nasty to each other. Again, a 4 comes up. We go back to contemporary. And there are now 6 seasons left in contemporary. D6. That is a 1. And leaving for the contemporary season will be, 2015. Well, there go my Mets. 2015 is gone. No Mets. No Kansas City Royals. No Cubs. That would have been a season I would have loved to redo. 2015 would have been great to do. Number 3, again, from the modern season. We're getting close to seeing what our modern season will be. We have 4 seasons left. Now rolling the D4. The D4 will go ahead. Unfortunately, 2016 has already been eliminated there, Sean, 1113. That is a 1. And being removed from the modern season is 2009. That is gone now. 3 seasons left. So those season has 2016 has already been eliminated. Next up, a 4, again from the contemporaries. This D4 is staying closer here. From the contemporary seasons, 5 left. And I will not reveal the seasons until each set is down to 1 left. So, 5 here, a D5. D5, actually. A 6, that's a reroll. A 3, we take this season out. Being removed from the contemporary is 2011. Oh, there go the Cardinals. There go the Cardinals and the Rangers. There go the Cardinals and the Rangers, 2011. Next up, to be removed, the second from the classic year. I think there are 14 seasons left. 14 seasons left in the classic year. D20 says 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10, 11. Being removed from the classic year, from the classics, is 1988. Oh, I would have loved to have done that one. The New York Mets, a year they probably should have beaten the Dodgers in the NLCS. Oh, that sucks. No 1988, no Mets, no Dodgers, no Athletics, no Kirk Gibson. I can't believe what I just saw. Not happening there. No 1988. Chris Coleman joins us here at our Inside Pitch chat for our selection show. 13 seasons left in the classics. Next one from the Legends. Remember, only votes that are in the comments and on the Facebook page, I'll take those as well, are counted. And if you see me go ahead and heart you, all right, in the comments, you know I've accepted the vote. And I do not make a count of votes until the World Series is over, right before we do the season review and reveal show, which occurs right after the World Series. Now, remember, the World Series could last 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days. However long it goes is how much time you have to vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As I love getting my chat involved. That is a 2. Let's see what gets taken out. Going away from the Legends era is 1961. Oh, 1961 is gone. Oh, no Roger Maris, no Mickey Mantle blasting home runs all over the place. Great Yankees team in 1961. Next up, from the contemporary season. 4 seasons left in contemporary. And that is a 1. Being removed from the contemporary season will be 2020. Now, the 2020 season, if this had come up, I would have done a full 162 regular season schedule with a little help from FastScore. With a little help from FastScore and from the actual schedule that was played, I would have done a full 162 2020 season. I would have done that if this was a choice. It would not have been a 60 gamer. It would have been a full 162. I would have been able to put it together and do it. But it is gone. 2020 is gone. 3 contemporary seasons left. Worst season ever. Well, I know. So probably you guys never would have chosen it anyway, but I personally would have loved to see how a 162 season would have went with the cards I got from Inside Pitch. Next up, again a 4. Jeez, it keeps on rolling up a 4. Only 3 seasons now left from contemporary. And we roll a D4 again. Next to be removed is number 1. And that is going to be 2013 is gone. 2013. So I believe there goes the Cardinals as well. So 2013 is gone. Ranson Sports joins us. There are now only 2 seasons left in contemporary. We will now bypass that, skip it, until the other seasons get to 2 left. So now we roll a D4. Decide we'll go with these 3. So let's see what the next season is. Sticking with a 4, we'll re-roll. And you know what? I'm going to go to a D6. 1 or 2, 3 or 4, 5 or 6. 5. Now we go to here. There are only 3 seasons left in the modern season. So we'll roll a D4 for this. Again, it loves those 4s, this die. A 2. So this season being removed from the modern era. That season is out, and it is 1995. So no year after the strike year in 1994. 1995 is gone. It leaves these 2 seasons left, and these will now stay away, and we now concentrate on these 2. Now rolling a D6, 1 to 3, 4 to 6. That is a 1. And we'll see which seasons are eliminated. IDJ is ranting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. No Cardinals for him. But not yet. Who knows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rolling D10. And that is a 1. So this season is removed. So being removed from the legendary era, from the Legends era, 1962 is gone. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about playing my 62 Mets, the lovable losers, but heck of a Dodgers team that year. Pretty good Giants team, too. Pretty good Yankees team. Gone. 1962 is gone. Would have been nice to play the lovable losers. Would have seen maybe a 10-minute ticker could have helped them get somewhere, but we already know it probably wouldn't happen there. Re-rolling. Again, back to the legendary era, to the Legends era. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 8 seasons left. Rolling a D8. And that is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Being removed from the Legends era is 1964 is now gone. Oh, okay. No 1964 season. So no 1964. So that says goodbye to another bad Mets team. Pretty good Dodger club. Sandy Koufax. Not bad. 1964 is gone. Next up. Again from the Legends era. It looks like the Classic era is going to be last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. D8 says a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Being removed from the Legends era choice is 1969. I know this would have been a big time favorite for me to play. 1969 with the Mets and Seaver and Kuzman. This would have been I know this would have gotten a lot of votes. 1969, a big time fan favorite, and that is gone. So no 1969. I was actually hoping that would be a choice, but that's okay. Remember, guys, what I hope for is of no account. It's what you guys want to see. Back to the Legends. A 1 again, staying with the Legends. Now down to 6. Now down to 6 teams in the Legends. D6 now. That is a 2. Saying goodbye from the Legends era is 1968. All right, so 68 is gone. The year of the pitcher is gone. No 1.12 ERA for Bob Gibson. No great Detroit Tiger Ball Club, and not a bad Red Sox team either. 1968 is gone. Next up, we finally take from the Classic era. Yeah, 68 would have been a good Bill Freehan tribute. You're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Still rolling a D20, 1 to 13. And that is off. That's cocked. 14 re-roll. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the next season to be removed from the Classic years, 70s and 80s, is 1984 is now gone. Say goodbye to the Detroit Tigers of 1984 and a pretty darn good Padres club and not a bad Cubs team as well. 1984 is gone. 1984 is gone. That would have been a fun year to play as the Mets. Dwight Gooden, Rookie of the Year. A Rookie of the Year, Dwight Gooden. Mets weren't too bad. No 85. 1985 and 1976 are automatically removed since those seasons have been played. We want to play a season that, has not been done yet. Next up, 2, and that's from here. So we have 5 seasons left from the Legends. We roll a D6, and it is a 5, this one. This season is out now. Being removed from the legendary era choice is 1965 is removed. Great Dodger team. A heck of a year for Sandy Koufax, Don Drysdale, a pretty good Minnesota Twins ball club. With Harmon Killebrew, 1965 is out. 4 seasons left from the legendary era, from the Legends era. Once again, a D6, sticking with the Legends era. So now 4 seasons left from here. We roll a D4 now. And rolling a 3 comes up a 3. This season is removed. No, neither 87 or 91 are available from Inside Pitch just yet. This season is removed. Being removed from the Legend era is 1956. This was a choice last time. 1956 is now gone. Jackie Robinson's last year. A young Roberto Clemente. A pretty good year to play. A Triple Crown year for Mickey Mantle. 1956 is gone. 3 seasons left from the Legends. D6 again. Now coming from away from the classic era. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now going to a D12. That is an 11, which will be this one. Being removed from the classic era choice is, you guys are going to hate this one. 1975 is gone. Sorry, Big Red Machine. There will be no repeat of a Big Red Machine in this upcoming season. 1975 is out. And I know probably half my chat just groaned. Reds fans groan. No 1975. I am so sorry. Staying with the classic years. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 now. Rolling a D20. Clee baseball fan says rigged. A D12. That is a 3. This season is out now. Being removed from a classic choice is 1983 is gone. Chris just released the 83 season. One of 2 seasons that are actually still available. 1983 is out, which means no Tom Seaver returning to the Mets. So no 1983 is out of there. As Rip, and yes, the Baltimore Orioles, exactly. No Orioles World Championship. Sticking with it. Next up, 2. We now have 3 seasons left from here. 3 seasons left. We will roll a D4. A 1 to 3 to see which season is removed. And it is a 3. It is this one. These 2 seasons will be put back to here. We'll get to here then. The next season to be removed from the Legends era is 1966 is now gone. One of the new seasons that Chris released as well. 1966 is gone. Amazing how we always seem to go back 9 years, 9 years, and 9 years. Let's see what happens. Now we have 2 seasons left from the Legends, 2 from the Modern, and 2 from the Contemporary. We will now stick with the Classics until we have 2 left from here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We now stick with the Classic years until we have 2 years left here. It is a D10. So, staying with the Classics. First season, next season be removed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is being removed from the Classic years will be 1989 is now gone. 1989, no Bay Area World Series, no Giants and Athletics, no earthquake in 1989. That is now gone. And I still, of course, will reshuffle real quick before redoing it. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 left now from the Classics. Number 7, 987. This season is now removed. This season now being removed. Coming up now being out is 1979. Oh, no Pirates, no Orioles, no Willie Stargell, no Jim Palmer, no Orioles Pirates World Series. 1979 is gone. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 seasons left. Now going to a D8. No, we are family is right. Next season, 7. This season is now removed. And this season, this season now will be removed. And the next season from the Classic era they removed is 1980 is now gone. Oh, Sports Time Machine is doing a 1980 replay. So it looks like we don't have to worry about doing one as well. So 1980 is now gone. Not a good year for the Mets, but a pretty good year, though. A lot of pretty good baseball teams from that. So 1980 is now gone. No 390 for Brett as Baseball Demos joins us here. We reshuffle the Classics. Getting close to the wire. We now have 7 Classic years left. We have 2 Legends, 7 Classics, 2 Modern, 2 Contemporary. Rolling a D8 to see what happens here. That is a 3. This season is now removed. So this season is out and being removed from the Classic years is... 1978 is gone. So no 78 Yankees, no 1.79 Ron Guidry, no Dodger Royals and Yankee rematch. 78 is now gone. No Reggie Jackson, no Bob Lemon. 78 is out of there now. Yes, everyone, check out Baseball Demo's spectacular Stratomatic Game of the Week. He is doing that so well. 6 seasons left from the 70s and the 80s. Now down to a D6. 6 seasons left. Next to be removed, number 2. This season is out. Next to be removed from the 70s and 80s is 1982 is now gone. So if anything, Baseball Demos, he's doing a 1982 replay. So with 1982 being removed, I don't have to compete with him. So 82 is gone. No 1982. 5 seasons left from the classics. Staying with a D5, with a D6. A 6, we re-roll. 4. This season is removed. We'll see what happens here. Next season to be removed from the classic era is 1986 is gone. There go my Mets. So my Mets are not going to win anything, it looks like. At least not from that. 1986 is now gone. No Mets. No Red Sox. No, a little roller down the line. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight and the Mets win it. Nope, we don't get to hear that. 4 seasons left. No more good there. No more good there from that. 4 seasons left from the classics. Now going to a D4. 2. This season is removed. Being taken out from the classics of the 70s and 80s will be 1977. There will be no year moving forward from 76 to 77. And if that did happen, I wouldn't have cared. 1977, no Reggie Jackson, no Yankees, no Big Red Machine. Mr. Met 6986 joins us here. No terrible Met Ball Club in 77. And yes, no Midnight Massacre, as we don't get to see Tom Seaver pitch for the Mets and then be moved to the Reds later. 77 is out. 3 seasons left from the classics. Going back to a D4 here. Which season is now left? Number 1, this season is out. And being removed from the classics of 70s and 80s will be 1974 is now gone. 1974 is now out of there. So no 74. No, he's not carded for both teams in that year. Remember, Inside Pitch doesn't do that. 74 is gone. No early Big Red Machine and such. 74 is gone. 2 seasons left. We are now down to 2 seasons in each category. Legends, Classic, Modern, Contemporary. Let's see who's going to be first. And we'll start with the Legends. 2 seasons to go. And this is where I kind of go ahead and each season plays itself against each other. So we're going to change the style a little bit here. We're going to go to a red and blue dice. All these guys are gone. And we don't need them anymore. So we're going to go to red and blue dice. Red versus blue. This will be red. This will be blue. The higher die roll will decide which one of these two is eliminated, and the other will be in. So, Big Clue joins us here. So, we have red, blue, red, blue. The lower is eliminated. We roll. Red has a 6. This is a 4. This season is out. This season is out. And saying goodbye. And goodbye will be 1967. We will not be going back 9 years like we've done the last 2. 1967. Tom Seaver's rookie year and a good season overall. That is not available, which means 1959 is your choice for the Legend season. So 1959 is your legendary choice. Alex M. joins us here at the selection show. So 1959, let's take a look and let's have a look at them real quick. Let's see what we have in 1959. I would like to know. Let's see, 1959. Before we go any further, 1959, the good teams were the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Milwaukee Braves, the San Francisco Giants in the National League, American League. The Chicago White Sox, the Cleveland Indians were pretty good. The New York Yankees were not too shabby. Leading in batting that year was Harvey Keene of Detroit, Al Kaline, Pete Runnels, Nellie Fox, Minnie Minoso, Bobby Richardson, Bill Tuttle, and Gene Woodling were were 8 batters who hit 300 or higher in the American League. In the American League, National League top batters were, you had a young Hank Aaron who was only 25 years old, Joe Cunningham, Orlando Cepeda, Vada Pinzone, a 28-year-old Willie Mays, and a 23-year-old wannabe named Frank Robinson, who I think was just a bench warmer anyway. Eddie Matthews, Ernie Banks, Wally Moon. Good year for hitting. But let's take a look at the pitching in 1959. 1959 in ERA was, you had Sam in the National League, you had Sam Jones, Stu Miller, Bob Buell, Warren Spahn, Johnny Antonelli. Not too bad in the National League. In the American League, you had pitchers such as Hoyt Wilhelm, who had a 2.19 ERA. Camilo Pascual, Bob Shaw, Art Dittmer, Jerry Walker, the chairman of the board, Whitey Ford with a 3.04 ERA. Early Wynn, not too bad there. So that is your choice for the Legends year, 1959. And of course, there were only 8 ball clubs that season. So if that season is chosen, the top 4 in each league will go to the playoffs, is how I will do it. The top 4 in each league will go, and we will have a wild card series. It will go straight to the division series with 1 playing 4 and 2 playing 3. At least I'm still working on how I'm going to do with the top 4, but that's how we'll do it. The top 4 teams in each league will go into the playoffs for 1959. I think that's a pretty good season, I think, right there. And for Clee baseball fan, the Indians were pretty good. So who knows what you can get out there. Now it's time to go to the classic year. We have 2 seasons here. 2 seasons for the classics. Again, red, blue, lower is eliminated. And it is blue again that gets eliminated. 5-4. This season is gone. Saying goodbye will be 1970. 1970 is gone. So we say goodbye to 1970, which means 1981. The strike year is on the board. 1981. And that could be tricky for me to do, but I know I can do it. I know I can do it. 1981, the strike year. Teams such as the Philadelphia Phillies, the Montreal Expos, the Dodgers, the Astros, the Reds, the Cardinals. The Reds, the Cardinals in 1981 in the National League. In the American League, the Yankees, the Athletics, the Brewers, the Royals. And of course, great hitters from that season. Hitting in 1981 was Carney Lansford, Tom Paciorek, Cecil Cooper, a very young Ricky Henderson, Mike Raindelay Hargrove, a 314 hitting George Brett, Richie Zisk, Al Oliver, Jerry Mumphrey, Jerry Remy, and of course, a 35-year-old Rod Carew, who still batted .305. Also, Chet Lemon, Bill Allman, Bobby Grich, and Willie Wilson all batted over 300 in the American League. National League top hitters. Bill Madlock hit 341. Pete Rose at 325. Dusty Baker, Michael Jack Schmidt, one of his best hitting years at 316. Bill Buckner, Ken Griffey, Milt May. Huey Brooks that year batted 300. Dave Concepcion, Keith Hernandez, Warren Cromartie, The Rock, Tim Raines, Salazar, Dawson, Terry Kennedy, Gary Matthews, and the original beast mode, a young Pedro Guerrero. Let's not forget the pitchers that year in 1981. In the National League, you had a 1.69 ERA for Nolan Ryan, but yet did not get the Cy Young Award that year. A young Bob Nepper at 218. The Astros, Bert Hooton, Jerry Royce. Lefty Steve Carlton at 36 years old, still firing a 2.42 ERA. Vita Blue, Fernando Valenzuela at 2.48. A Tom Seaver at 2.54 with the Reds. Don Sutton, Rick Mailer, Bill Gullickson, Joe Niekro, Doyle Alexander, and Scott Sanderson round out your National League top pitchers. In the American League, you had Dave Righetti at 205. Baltimore, Sammy Stewart, Steve McCaddy, Dennis Lamp, Tommy John at 38 years old, still sporting a 2.63 ERA. Britt Burns, Larry Gora, a 2.76 ERA for Guidry. Ken, may the force be with you now on California. Bert Blyleven, Dennis Leonard, Rick Langford. That is an awesome year to play. And I guess it will be, I don't know how it is with FastScore. I'll have to see how they did it. It probably did it as a first half and a second half. I would just combine it. That would be a short season because they missed a few games. So 1981 would actually be a shorter season, but that's a great year to choose as well. So we got two very good seasons available. Now we go to the modern years. We have 2 seasons left. 2 seasons left from the modern years. Which season will be chosen? We have red, we have blue. Let's see which season is chosen for the modern season. Thank you very much, Big Clue. We go ahead and make the roll. And again, blue loses. So this season is gone. And going away will be 2008. The 2008 Phillies is gone. The 2008 Rays is gone, which means we get one of the seasons that Chris released recently, the 2000 season. Yes, my Mets are available. The 2000 season. And I don't care what you say, that was an awesome year, even for the Mets. But in the year 2000, it was an awesome, the Subway Series. From the American League, you had the Yankees, the White Sox, the Athletics, the Red Sox, the Indians, the Mariners were pretty good. The Blue Jays. From the American League, from the National League, the Braves, the Cardinals, the Giants, the Mets, the Reds didn't stink. The Dodgers, the Diamondbacks weren't too bad that year either. Good 2000 year, a good year for baseball. In hitting, let's see here. In hitting, let's see, in batting averages in hitting. Batting averages and hitting, you had a number of players at over 300. You had Todd Helton and Nomar Garcia Parra batted 372. Moises Alou and Darren Erstad batted .355. Manny Ramirez, .351. Vladimir Guerrero, .345. Delgado, Derek Jeter, Jeffrey Hammonds, Jeff Kent, Luis Castillo, David Segui, Jason Giambe, Mike Sweeney, Jose Vidro, the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas, who belted 43 homers, Johnny Damon, Jeff Cirillo, Gary Sheffield on the Dodgers, Edgardo Alfonso on the Mets, Edgar Martinez, Mike Piazza on the Mets, Travis Fryman, Jermaine Dye, Sammy Sosa, Will Clark, A-Rod, Bobby Abreu, Brian Giles, so many, Barry Bonds, who belted 49 homers, and even more, 53 players belted 300 or more in the majors that year. And pitching, well, pitching, the guy with the only four pitchers had ERAs under 3 in the year 2000. Jeff D'Amico, Randy Johnson, Kevin Brown, and Pedro Martinez with that disgusting 1.74 ERA. What a year that could be as well for you guys to choose. 2000. Very tough choice. Very tough choice. Now, finally, a contemporary year. I know you guys don't like, some people don't like contemporary baseball, but it doesn't matter to me, and I love contemporary baseball. Tough one here. We got 2 seasons left from the contemporary era. Let's see what we get. Red versus blue. And this time blue wins, so red is out. So leaving the contemporary era will be 2010. 2010 is gone, so we could say goodbye to that year, which means it will be 2014 will be your contemporary choice. What about the 2014 season? Well, let's take a look at it, shall we? I think all the seasons are excellent. What about 2014? How about a great series between the Giants and the Royals, the San Francisco Giants? Teams like the Nationals, the Cardinals, the Dodgers, the Pirates, the Giants were the hot ticket in the National League. In the American League, the Orioles were good. The Tigers, the Angels, the Yankees, the Royals, the Athletics. The Seattle Mariners weren't too bad. Cleveland didn't stink. The Blue Jays weren't too bad in 2014. Good season here to choose from. In batting, leaders in batting in that year. Leaders in batting in that year was Jose Altuve at 24 years old, led the majors with a .341 average. Victor Martinez, Michael Brantley, Adrian Beltre, who will be going into the Hall of Fame as he should be. Jose Abreu, 31-year-old Robinson Cano, Miguel Cabrera, who will go into the Hall of Fame. Melky Cabrera, Lorenzo Cain, and Adam Eaton, a young Adam Eaton on the White Sox. Not a bad year for hitting in 2014. But what about pitching? Pitching in 2014. In 2014, you had only 7 pitchers that pitched under 3 ERA. King Felix Hernandez, Chris Sale on the White Sox, Corey Kluber, John Lester, Garrett Richards, Alex Cobb, and Dallas Keuchel. These are your top pitchers from 2014. And you also had James Shields have a pretty good season, as well as Chris Archer, and Mark Burley wasn't too bad. Not a bad season of choice for contemporary for the year 2014. So, there you have it. Your A, your B, your C, and your D. That is your seasons to choose from. 1959, 1981, 2000, or 2014. I don't care which one gets voted. It doesn't matter to me. I will have fun playing either one of these four. They will be exciting to play, especially with the playoffs. So, if we go 1959, the top four teams in each league will make the playoffs. 1981, it still stands. Even though they did split the season up, all right, I still will go ahead and combine the records so the top three teams in each division make the playoffs. 2000, they had the three division alignment. Top two teams make the division in each division make the playoffs. 2014, same thing. Top two teams in each division make the playoffs. So there are your choices for your season selection show. 1959, 1981, 2000, and 2014. Those are your choices. Remember, you can only pick one season and put it in the comments as soon as this video is over. You have time to think about it. The voting does not close. If the voting does not close until the World Series is over. So if the World Series goes 4 games, you got 4 days. If it goes 5, you got 5 days. If it goes 6, you got 6 days and such. So one of Chris Davis's new seasons gets in there, and I'll tell you, I mean, to me, 2000 might be great. I think 1981 would be fun. I think 59 would be fun. And I think they all would be fun. 2014 would be a blast to play, too. A little modern-day baseball never hurt. So there are your seasons. And yeah, Steeler fan says if you're tired of the Astros spoiling the playoffs, vote 1959. Because yes, his Astros and my Mets did not exist that year. And if I have to root for somebody in 1959, I will be rooting for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Or actually, in this case, I think they were the Los Angeles Dodgers in 59. I don't think they were were they in Brooklyn? I have to remember. For the Dodgers, because my grandpa was a big Dodger fan. So 1959, I'd probably be rooting for the Dodgers. But either way, guys, those are your seasons. As Big Clue says, yes, the Giants and Royals had no business in the 2014 World Series. Yep, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Thank you, BTS. So I think you got some good choices there, and you guys will go ahead and make a decision, and you guys have several days to decide which you want to choose from. Remember, when I see your vote, I will go ahead and click the heart, which means I've accepted the vote. This video will also be put into Facebook, so if you want to vote there too, you can. And I will tally up the votes at the end of the World Series, and we will have our season reveal when we do our season review, which is the show right after the World Series is completed. So what do you think, guys? I think we got 4 good seasons to choose from. 1959, nothing wrong with some 50s baseball. 1981, a strike-shortened year. Anybody could have won that one. 2000, the Subway Series. 2014, 2 upstart teams, the Giants and the Royals, probably didn't belong in the World Series. Who knows what would happen if we replayed that year? So I think you got 4 great choices to choose from. And as soon as this video is posted, you may go ahead and start placing your votes. Woodman 564, Brandon Baker, BB, Big Clue, Chris Coleman, Bob's Tabletop Sports, Double D. So many here. Baseball Demos, Alex M. Let's see here. Clee, Baseball Fan. Mr. Met 6986. Let's see, so many here in the chat tonight. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, let's see, Rants on Sports. Sean 1113, Keith White, Brian Patterson. So many Sports Time Machine. And so many others. I hope I got everybody here. And Brandon Baker, thank you all for joining me tonight for our 3rd Inside Pitch Selection Show. Please leave a like on the way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We will see you Monday night for Game 1 of the 1976 World Series. Oakland Athletics at Philadelphia Phillies. Vita Blue versus Steve Carlton at Veterans Stadium. And tonight, your choices: 1959, 1981, 2000, 2014. Make your choices. Everyone, please vote, because if you don't vote, you don't get a chance for your season to make it starting. And the next season will start October 4th. I'm going to take September off from this. Have a good night, everybody. And by the way, Arkham Horror later tonight as well. So see you guys later, and have a good night. Take care.